I think the most important thing to keep in mind about the retiring, or I don't really know the word for that, but the removal of Chain Battle is that this shows that Dokkan doesn't just add things and then that's it, right? Like they say, you know what, we'll add things, we'll improve it over time, but we spent time on this, we're not going to, take it away. I think them removing this, and they might have their own reasons why, but Chain Battle fundamentally, right, is flawed in my opinion. Now, I'm still on the train that Chain Battle is way better than modes like World Tournament or maybe even Peton Battle. And the reason why I believe that is whether you like Chain Battle or not, and I'm not the biggest fan of Chain Battle. I don't like the RNG side of it. It's still very confusing as to how it works, which is probably one reason why they took it away. But Chain Battle, fundamentally, you have to have friends that play the game and summon a lot and spend a lot of money. Not everyone has access to friends like that. And so content creators, for example, it's a little unfair because, we can add each other. And content creators and people who, like, let's say are super whales, like it's so hard for like the average player to get really good if you don't know people, right? So it being so reliant on the amount of money your friends spend, I think is a flawed system altogether. But again, the reason why I like Chain Battle over some of these other modes is that it's so free. World Tournament, you have to spend, at least for global, 3 days grinding away for rewards. Or Chain Battle, maybe the rewards aren't as great, but for 5 minutes of your time, the amount of rewards you get for Chain Battle is way better when you talk about the rewards you'd get for spending 5 minutes in World Tournament, right? Chain Battle, you hop in, even let's say you don't get top 10%. Let's say you get top 50%. That is the freest rewards ever for spending 5 minutes on a mode like that, right? Compared to World Tournament, you spend 5 minutes in World Tournament, you're not getting absolutely anything, right? Because you can't even finish a whole entire World Tournament run, right, within that time. So in terms of the time spent, that's the only thing I liked about Chain Battle. It's relatively low time investment for decent rewards. So them removing Chain Battle, I think, is a great sign because maybe they can do something about World Tournament. They know for a fact that World Tournament isn't, ideal. Like it's not like they haven't heard our cries about this mode, right? So the fact that they're removing this shows that they can look at, understand, and take action based off of the community. And that just even though it's taken a while for actually they have made some World Tournament adjustments, which I'm definitely grateful for. But things like Peton Battle, I'll give you a great example. This mode, I have stopped caring about it for months. I am a collector, like, at heart. Like, I like to, have absolutely everything. And Peton Battle was a great way for me to exercise that because, I'm not going to spend my money on every single banner. I'm not like a biggest whale, right? But Peton Battle is just free cards. You just hop in and collect those units. The issue with Peton Battle, and I'll just show you, I stopped collecting things for a long time. Let me show you here. So series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah, so look at this. 0, 0, 0. Barely tried. This series right here, series 7, is what really got me. I spent hours logging in and logging out of the game and looking up best tips for Peton Battle and making sure my units were the best, they worked together, like do all that, and I could not get this last unit, and it bugged me. Like moving on to series 8 without that just bugged me, dude. And then I tried series 8, and I said I barely tried here. I barely tried when it comes to this one. Series 8, again, hours and hours, and I just couldn't. I don't know if they changed the rates for Peton Battle or what, but getting these characters, like, imagine struggling getting a silver character. Upon hours and hours of, I just couldn't get these units, and it was so dumb to me. Like I don't know. It bothered me, right? That this was so RNG dependent. And again, it's a nice, cute little mode. You get rewards, cool, but they had to do something about it. I think it's not it doesn't make sense for me to spend hours and hours and hours on doing this and just for it to be completely RNG dependent. Like, there has to be something else that I can do to get a card, right? Guarantee myself a card, or I don't know what it is. Like, maybe the pool of characters that you can pull from slowly decreases over time. Like, maybe, let's say I pull 3 of this character, right? Maybe once I pull a certain amount of a character, he is removed from the pool. So that way, it's like, the chances of me getting a specific character just increases over time, right? Like, something like that I think would be great. But yeah, it's so things like modes like this again are cool, but if they remove Peton Battle, they removed Chain Battle, they altered World Tournament, I think this game would be a lot healthier. And then of course, not just like remove it altogether and don't do anything about it. The fact that Chain Battle is going away means that either A, going away and they're gonna eventually add something, or B, they have a different event or mode in the works that they want to implement for something, let's say maybe the 9th year anniversary, right? So I think again it would be really cool if Dokkan could continue listening and continue seeing the flaws in some of the events that they, you know, release. Ultimate Clash, I love that event, no really complaints there. I love how it kind of forces us to use mono teams. It's the only event I use mono teams in, right? So all AGL, all tech, all int events, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. Chain Battle leaving, I think, is a really big W for the game. Not so about the event itself, but also just what it means for the future of the game. They're not just going to add things and clutter the game and just, if it's there, and that's it. Like, if they add something, we know that there's a chance that they can take it away, especially if we're super vocal about it. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed. Definitely a big W in my opinion. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.